Hello everybody, welcome back to Beware the Terrible. So today we have a new deck for you. Let me just check that everything is done. So we are live, 18 seconds in. So today we have a new deck for you called the Thunder Drake. Let me adjust my mic for a while. A little bit quaky here, earthquakes going on. So okay, Thunder Drake. So Thunder Drake, we are featuring our Dragon type V Pokemon Dragonite from Evolving Sky. So Dragonite has the Dragon Gale attack, allowing you to do 250 damage for 2 water energy and 1 lightning energy. That means it's quite difficult to charge up this 2 double type energy attack cost, which means you actually need your basic energy cards. It's not a rapid strike Pokemon as well, so you need a lot of ways to charge up your Dragonite V with those basic energy cards. So we are trying to do that with our Melanie and also with our Frostlass and our stage 1 Pokemons. Obviously these are only 90 HP, meaning if they play rapid strike Urshifu, you have to be very careful. Not to play too many on your bench. If you can use a Melanie for it, it's better to use your Melanie because you actually get to attach energy without having to sacrifice those 1 prize cards on your bench. If they knock out a lot of your Frostlass or your Flaaffys or Mary or even your basic Snorunt, if they damage them, if they knock out a lot of your 1 prize Pokemons at the same time, then they can actually draw a lot of 1 prize cards with 1 hit of Rapid Gmax Rapid Flow. So we don't want that to happen. That is why we have we have a lot of Melanies in this deck. We also have our Raihan as well. Raihan is there basically for our Kyogre. So we are also playing our Amazing Rare card. Amazing Rare Kyogre allows us to hit 80 damage to each of our opponent's Pokemon with Amazing Surge. Obviously, you need a Metal Energy as well. That is why we have our Aurora. So Aurora Energy allows us to substitute that Metal Energy because we have no basic Metal Energy card in this deck. So Aurora also acts as either Lightning or Water, which allows you to also discard your energy cards, the basic energy cards from your hand. Not only are you able to discard with your Quick Ball and your Alistair and your Research Milo, you also can do it with your Aurora Energy. So Aurora Energy acts as a double effect. You get to discard, you get to pile up those energy cards in your discard pile, which we are relying on those abilities to collect because we can't actually attach energy cards if we don't have it in the discard pile with a Melanie, with our Frostlass or with our Flaaffy. So we need them in the discard pile. That is why we have 3 Alistairs in this deck. Alistair allows us to draw then discard. So Milo and Research allows you to discard, but you can't actually rely on those energy cards already showing up in your hand, which is quite, which is quite a risk. It's quite a risk to rely on you having energy cards already in your hand. So you can't actually, expect to do that. It's better to draw and then discard. Rather than just immediately discard from your hand, because we have no other abilities to draw cards into our hand except for 1 Crobat. We are only playing 1 Crobat. We have Stadium cards, meaning we can actually kick out the Path to the Peak. We can actually disable Path to the Peak by playing our Stadium cards, but we only have 2 Stadium cards in this deck, so we are not relying too much on our Crobat because Crobat is a V Pokemon as well. So our only V Pokemon in this deck is Dragonite and Crobat. So other Pokemons are obviously 1 prize cards, but if they play Rapid Strike, obviously they can knock it out a lot of your Pokemons at the same time because we are playing weak Pokemons. And also Dragon Gale actually forces you to do 20 damage to each of your bench Pokemon, which is a very, very serious effect because if you don't take that seriously, you're gonna knock out a lot of your Pokemon at the same time. Within a single turn, your opponent can actually use even a Rapid Strike Zangoose to destroy or a Terra Spark, Regieleki Terra Spark to kill a lot of your Pokemons in a single turn. So that is very, very damaging for you. So you have to be aware that the recoil of this attack is quite heavy. So don't use Dragon Gale way too many times. Use them sparingly. Make sure you target the right Pokemon at the right time, and make sure you don't use it. You don't use it against 1 prize cards way too many times. If they're playing a full 1 prize deck, it's better to use your Kyogre, especially if they're hitting your bench if they're hitting a lot of your Pokemon at the same time with their 1 prize cards, like Regieleki. If they play only 1 prize Flaaffys and Regieleki and all of those Zapdos and all of those cards that target your bench and a lot of your Pokemon at the same time, don't use Dragon Gale that many times because that's gonna destroy you. It's gonna be very bad for you. It's better to just play your Kyogre. We only have 2 copies of this card in this deck, but at the right time it can do a lot for you. So Kyogre obviously needs 4 energy cards. That is why we have our Raihan. We have 2 copies of Raihan. Melanie doesn't work for Kyogre. That's why we have 3 for our Dragonite. So 2 Raihan works for your Dragonite and your Kyogre, but obviously you need to have a Pokemon knocked out on your previous turn. So Raihan is actually quite conditional. And also we have 2 Snorons and Frostless in this deck, and 3 Flaaffys to bring out to recycle our lightning energy cards. We don't have that many lightning energy because Flaaffy allows us to recycle that every turn as long as Flaaffy stays in play, whereas Frostless only works once, as he evolved this Pokemon. So we don't have Scoop Up Net to recycle this ability, whereas with your Flaaffy, the ability automatically repeats itself every turn, so you don't have to scoop it up. That's probably why we have that many water energy cards. Also, the reason we have that many is because we need to be using Melanie early on. It is 2 water and 1 lightning. We don't have to worry too much about the lightning energy card. But we have more Flaaffys than our Frostless just because we have more Melanies in this deck, and we have no other way of getting out our electric energy from the discard pile other than with a Flaaffy and a Raihan. And as I said, Raihan is pretty much useless unless you have your Pokemon discarded on the previous turn. So Zinnia allows us to discard as well. Milo, we have 1 copy of Zinnia and Milo, 2 Research, 2 Marnies in this deck, 3 Alistairs, 1 Birdkeeper, and 3 Melanie. We also have one boss order to drag out any VMAX or any target any V cards that we want. Hopefully a VMAX, because if we hit a VMAX, then on the next turn we can use our Amazing Search for even if they switch it back into the bench, we can hit that VMAX once more with our Amazing Search. 80 plus 250 kills any VMAX, guys. 330 is enough to kill Urshifu VMAX, is enough to kill Corviknight, Colossal if they don't have a Stone Energy, and a lot of VMAXs basically, 330. So we obviously can't actually do any other attacks other than our Shred, Dragon Gale, and our Amazing Surge, but we can also use our Flaaffy to attack. Electro Ball 50 only, but if they're weak towards a lightning type, it may be useful at the right time. Crystal Breath 90 damage, 2 energy cost. During your next turn, this Pokemon can attack though, so it's important to note all the attacks that you can use. We can also use our Venomous Fang as well, Dark type. So we have our Aurora Energy, meaning we can use all the attacks. We have 4 copies of our Aurora Energy just to prepare for our Kyogre, because Kyogre actually needs all types of energy, and we are also relying on that discard. We have to discard our energy cards. So let's go ahead for gameplay. Hi Mossad, Nadim. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen from a very small phone here, so welcome to the channel. So we are starting our first game against a Dark type deck. Could be a Eternatus VMAX, could be anything really, so, or even an Umbreon. I'm gonna play Dragonite, I suppose. So Stormy Mountain allows you to get your Flaaffy and your Dragonite. No Snorant, no Kyogre for Stormy Mountains. We have a total of 14 cards to draw cards, 1 Crobat, and 13 supporter cards, excluding the Raihan and Boss Order. So 14 is a good number, I suppose. Dragonite V is your favorite. Nice to know. 41550. You were in the stream, the first stream, my very first stream. You were the one talking about the Garbodor VMAX. I remember you. So Dragonite V, quite interesting card actually, because it's kind of like the new Zacian. It does a lot of damage only for 3 energy cost. We have no supporter cards in hand. They are playing a Slowking, Galarian Slowking. So I think I'm just gonna charge Eternatus as well. Don't know if I want to do that. We have very few switch cards in this deck. We have a really bad hand. Whatever, I'm just gonna do that. I don't see myself winning this game. It's just, we have horrible hand, and Eternatus is like very fast. It's like way too fast. I'm not sure why supporter cards doesn't show up. We have a lot of quick balls to get out that one Crobat as well. Obviously, Crobat don't expect to get it because it may be in your price card. We only have one in this deck, but we do have 13 supporter cards. A lot of Alistairs to discard that. Water Energy, a lot of quick balls and Aurora to discard it as well. Oh my gosh, I've tried my best to make this as strong as I can, but it's still giving me a bad hand, you know. So Word of Ruin. We gotta switch it out now. Okay, finally an Alistair. Give us a switch or escape rope, please. Oh god. No energy cards as well. Oh my god. Should we keep the Kyogre? I really don't see myself winning this anymore. It's like really, really horrible. Everything is too late. We are way too... And they killed a V card. They killed a V card that early. Okay, no worries, no worries. Never give up, guys. Never give up. So they're gonna collect their third prize card. Oh. Okay, that's good, that's good. A little bit delayed for them. We have to evolve it to erase the effect. Flaaffy is useless anyways. We have 2 more Flaaffys in the deck. So let's compress it by 1 and then draw something. Word of Ruin, the knockout is actually at the end of your turn, so it's not at the end of your opponent's last turn. So that's horrible. You can't even use your Raihan for that. So we have one more Dragonite. I have to discard my... Okay. Let's just discard Raihan. We don't need Raihan anymore. We are not playing Kyogre. Oh my god. Okay, since we have like one last Dragonite to spare, I'm just gonna... I don't know if I have a Crobat. I should have checked when I summoned my... When I summoned my Marip, I should have checked it. I'm just gonna discard that. I'm really scared of having no Crobat and discarding that electric for nothing. Oh, I should have discarded my electric now. Oh shit. Now I can attack. Okay, that's fine. Oh shit, I should have attached it. Oh my god. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. Too many mistakes. Next turn we can Bird Keeper though. If they don't boss order, knock us out immediately. We have one more Kyogre, so if they switch it into the bench... Oh, it actually can't kill Eternatus. I'll get to the comments in a second. So Eternatus is 340, so 250 plus 80 is 330, I think. Yep, 330. So it's not enough to kill Eternatus. We need 2 strikes of Dragon Gale. And Amazing Search is not going to help us if they, you know, switch it into the bench spot. And even if they heal only a few damage counters is all they need. So I'm a big fan of your decks. I just finished building your Max Detonate. Oh, thanks. 41550. I'll just call you Trubbish. Can I call you Trubbish? Because it's easier to call you that. Or I'll just call you 4. I'll just call you 4. So thanks 4. That Max Detonate deck is it took a lot of work, you know. I keep trying with Flareon, it didn't work. Whatever I do is just way too slow. Flareon is really difficult, but eventually I stumbled upon, I tried that, you know, ball guy formation and it worked out really, really well, surprisingly. So I don't think we can do anything else. Oh my god. They are stalling like crazy. It's really annoying. We put too many Flaaffys on the bench. Now we have nothing. We can't attack with anything. We put too many bench Pokemons. It's gonna be a horrible defeat, guys. I don't like this. I really don't like this. We need 2 strikes for a VMAX knockout. They're gonna evolve now probably, but they can't actually knock us out with 1 hit either. It's quite difficult for them to bring out all their dark Pokemons within a single turn, but it's not impossible, you know. With a Crobat and the supporter cards and a lot of balls. Great Ball as well. Oh my gosh. Eternatus decks are crazy. I'm quite surprised that they are still stalling until, like, they're still stalling, you know? Okay, we actually can't attack without a Bird Keeper switch now. We need our Escape Rope at least. No Water Energy card as well. I'm checking a lot of times. I'm just gonna compress over and over. We can actually get... I'm wasting my level balls though. That means I can't actually... I can't actually summon my Frostlass anymore. It's gonna get put at the bottom of my deck. No more Snorunt, I suppose. We have 1 more Snorunt in the prize card. No. We only have 2 Snorunts, my bad. Only 2 Snorunts and 2 Frostlass in this deck. Oh my god. Okay, we got an Escape Rope. Not sure if we can do anything with it though. Let's just see what they switch to. Because we can actually recycle that energy card with our Flaaffy. We have 3 Flaaffys and no energy card in the discard pile. That is hilarious. Too many Flaaffys. What am I doing? Okay, they put a wheezing. Coughing, my bad. So I'm just gonna attack with my Crobat, I think. Might as well, right? We actually got another level ball. That's quite lucky actually. We got 3 level balls in like the 7 cards. So if you're a fan of my deck, I would I would kind of stay clear from a few of my decks because some of them are not strong, you know, some of them are not really that powerful. I don't like to play meta decks, if you guys know that, because it's just it's very restricted. You have no creativity. It becomes like a math like a math equation, you know. It's not fun anymore. It's not a game anymore. It's almost like doing a homework, you know. It's very dull. So I prefer to have fun with the game by, you know, pulling off something different, managing something different by putting different cards together, and, you know, trying something new for a change. A lot of people just like to win all the time. I don't mind making a deck that is strong and powerful just to win, but not all the time, you know. Like sometimes I like to like try something different. Even if it's like super weak, at least I could, you know, try and see what happens. Am I gonna kill all of my Pokemons? It looks like it, you know. One more Dragon Gale and everything is dead. Oh gosh, this is bad. One more Dragon Gale and everything is dead. Crobat cannot last another Dragon Gale. I suppose that's why they boss ordered the Crobat instead of my Dragonite. Because they don't actually need... Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to evolve Snorunt, otherwise we're gonna die. So Snorunt is not... We can't actually... Oh great. Now we need to switch again. We have to retreat actually. Okay. This is super. And we can't even use a Melanie. We have 1 last switch card in the deck. 1 last switch card. This is just sad. I'm gonna add more switch cards in this deck. Too many Flaaffys. I don't see myself winning this game. I'm not sure why I'm continuing to play. Let's just end the game. Yeah, I'm gonna end the game. Oh, it's not ended yet. Oops. Flaaffy. Flaaffy is 90. I thought it's ended. Uh, are you serious? No, all they need is a boss order. Uh, or even an escape rope. I don't... It's impossible for me to win this game. Like, the chances are very slim. If they're like super unlucky, then yeah. Oh, Word of Ruin. Oops. We already lost. Sorry guys, I'm a bit out of it today. Word of Ruin killed us because we don't have enough switch cards. Should we add another switch card? Let me check my deck, okay? Let's just modify it a little bit because it looks like something is wrong here. One more Bird Keeper maybe? I'm just gonna tweak a little bit because I'm not satisfied with that game. Zinnia, Bird Keeper. We should have one more Bird Keeper. But what are we gonna switch for? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have way too many discarding cards. I suppose we don't need that many. Or do we? I don't know. Maybe Zinnia. Because Zinnia is basically useless. I don't know what to do. How do we fit another switch card in this deck? I need that switch card. Okay, I'm gonna add it right now. Because I'm determined for that extra one. So how do we discard? What do we discard? I don't care about Kyogre anymore. Kyogre is gonna be kicked off. It's gonna be kicked in the curb. I don't care about Raihan anymore. It's better to have that extra Raihan for Kyogre, but Kyogre is not gonna do much if you can't even attack with your Dragon Gale. Rogue decks. Oh, I love rogue decks as well. I mean, there's no point in playing a game if you don't go rogue, you know? If you just kind of follow the flow and not follow the flow, follow like the top decks and the overpowered decks, then it's kind of like you're losing your identity as well, sort of, just to get power and stuff. Okay, they play Wishy-Washy, so we have to get out our Kyogre just now if we were up against Wishy-Washy. But Wishy-Washy actually charges quite fast with their energy cards. If they have a Cape of Toughness as well, it's going to be 200 plus HP, so it's quite mad because it's a one price card with 200 plus HP. But they do need to charge it fast though with their Frostmoth, Cryogonal. Very standard deck. But very powerful because it's one price. And you can't actually knock it out with your Urshifu VMAX as well, unless you do it fast enough. So obviously if you're playing the Wishy-Washy, don't put it onto your bench unless you have your Frostmoth already in play. And if you have the means of getting those energy cards into your hand to attach immediately right after you put it onto your bench. No energy cards. Jesus. That is annoying. Okay, we don't need Kyogre anymore. We may need it though. I'm gonna discard Level Ball. Okay, whatever, Raihan. Okay, thank God we have a Crobat. I'm looking for that Crobat actually. Okay, let's put another one of that. I'm gonna get Snorunt because we can't actually get... we can actually get our... Oh my gosh. We can get our Flaaffy, our Mary with our Stormy Mountains, but we can't get Snorunt with the Stormy Mountains. So we can discard something now. Fan of Waves is gonna destroy us. but there's no certainty for any deck that you play. There's always Crushing Hammers, Fan of Waves, Rugged Helmet, Hydro Snipe. I hate those things. Crushing Hammer is the most annoying one. I can't believe it. Crushing Hammer. Sometimes if you are faced against like 4 heads of Crushing Hammers, and if you still win that game, oh my gosh. It would be super, you would feel like over the moon. Okay, it's quite an interesting pair as well. This is the new Shadow Rider Calyrex deck. The new Shadow Rider formation has the Articuno to speed up their energy, to add a lot of energy cards in their field very early on. So not only does Cresselia does the trick, Articuno adds even more. But you need to get out your Psychic Energy cards though. You don't have Capacious Buckets for that, so... we can't do anything else. That's sad. I think they Marnied us? No, they didn't Marnie us. Did they? I'm not sure. Because we have a Frostlass in our hand. So nothing else we can do. We got a training card though. I mean, they gave us a training card. So I'm gonna sacrifice my Frostlass until a supporter card shows up. Pretty sure we're gonna lose this one as well. No, bad hand again. Super bad hand. I mean, we have no supporter cards. Not sure what's happening here. I'm just gonna change that switch card into a Burkeeper. It's very disappointing. Let's just reduce their energy card count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 310 damage for Max Geist. Here comes El Creamy. They don't even need El Creamy anymore. Oh yay, Marnie, thank you. What? Still no supporter cards. What is happening? We are playing too many Pokemons, I think. It doesn't make sense at all. We have 14 supporter cards. Okay, no lightning energy card. This is super bad. So Kyogre can actually knock it out, but it's not gonna do anything else. We can do Dragon Gale then Kyogre to knock out both the VMAXs, but that's gonna be a long road for that. It's gonna be a long road until that happens. What can we do? We have no supporter cards. Jesus. I'm just gonna concede there. I mean, it's not fair, you know? It's not fair that we have no supporter cards. I'm just gonna try another one. If we have no supporter cards on the first draw, I'm just gonna change my deck. I'm gonna completely change the entire bloody deck. It's just not fair. For like five or 4 turns, we have no supporter cards. We got a Melanie without any water energy card, but at least we got 1 supporter card. Okay. No water energy, so we just have to bring out our water energy card. No way of doing that as well. This is really bad. Oh my god. Okay, we got it, finally. Oh, we can't do that, sorry. Gonna do that one. And then that one. And then Melanie. Level ball for that. What are we gonna discard? We're drawing 3 cards at a time with Melanie, Alistair, Birdkeeper. 4 cards with our Milo, maybe more with Zinnia or maybe less. If they play like 2 cards in their field, then only 2 for Zinnia. So I don't quite like Zinnia because it's you're passing the ball to your opponent, you know, with that card. $180? 100. Okay, Dragonite is dead the next turn. But that's okay, we have another Dragonite. This is super bad. At least we can do something. $70 is enough, actually. Oh yay, we can actually knock it out with our Crobat. Because we have a Frostlass. So Crobat actually does the trick. If they don't Marnie us, then... Well, if they Marnie us, at least we get fresh new cards. So, nothing to complain there. Birdkeeper. So we can't play Kyogre anymore. Kyogre, we need our final Aurora Energy. This is our 3rd one. Our final could be in the prize card. So good thing about Frostlass is that you don't actually... Oh god. We need to discard Zinnia. Oh my god. The bad thing about Flaaffy is you need to have it in your bench spot, whereas with Frostlass, you can attach to any one of your Pokemon. But you have to evolve. You can only use that ability once as you evolve it. So at least we draw 3 prize cards. Zinnia is not gonna help much anyways. Okay, we got a research. Finally something to get going. Oh god. Finally, Dragonite, finally. Okay. This is scary. That Espeon VMAX, oh my god, it's like cursed. It's like touching that card is like being cursed with like a voodoo spell or something. After playing that deck, I don't think I've won a single game after playing that deck. Probably a few, but oh my gosh, it's like I'm being cursed after playing Espeon VMAX. I hate that card. So if you guys don't know, I was playing Espeon VMAX with my Flapple the other day, and it didn't turn out to be that good of a deck just because Flapple is basically useless. Flapple is really annoying. What should I do here? 90. Chinchino. Do you mean this Dragonite deck? Probably. So if you mean this Dragonite deck, it's gonna be quite difficult to add Chinchinos But it would be good though, because Chinchino helps with the draw as well. You're right, actually. So I might think of using a Chinchino as well. But Chinchino is gonna be quite tough because you're gonna have to choose though. You're gonna have to choose either a Flaaffy or a Frostlass, and I don't like choosing. Sorry, but I don't like choosing. So water or lightning? But Chinchino is good for any deck, you know. Especially if you need that discard, like you said. Because we are actually relying on Aurora Energy, Alistair, quite quirky cards to discard our, you know, to discard that energy, basic energy. Whereas with Chinchino, you get to do it every turn. So they are like, oh my god, they are like spamming a huge amount on that single Rayquaza. And here comes the Zera. Oh gosh. Because this is a rapid strike, so you can actually hit 160 to their bench later, which actually does a lot against a one price deck. So if you're up against one price, obviously Rayquaza alone is not going to do anything. But if you have Rayquaza with your Zera, you can actually destroy one price decks very easily. You know, strike first with your Rayquaza. Oh, it poisoned and they didn't retreat. Strike first with your Rayquaza, then Zera for those 2 extra price cards, and then the same thing for, you know, for another last 3 price cards. That means you only need 4 turns to win the game. So let me see. We need to discard something. Alistair is gonna help us. Alistair. Okay, let's draw something first. Lightning. I don't want them to concede too early because I want to strike before they do anything. I need to strike. Okay, we're gonna discard everything because we don't get to discard that often, so savor the moment, guys. Savor the moment. Dragonite is having its moment. Finally. After 2 games, 2 losses, Dragonite finally shown. Finally, Dragonite. And Crobat actually helped us, you know. Venomous Fang. Funny, but it actually worked. Just because we have those Aurora energy. Aurora helped us then. Thank God. Thank God for Aurora. So I actually got quite a nice win the other day with this deck, but I didn't record it. It was against IG/VMAX. They were playing Bronzor on their bench, and I actually got a Kyogre hit for a VMAX knockout and a Bronzor on their bench for the last 4 price card, which is very, very satisfying. Because they actually ignored my Kyogre sitting on the bench, charged up with 1 or 2 energy. They actually ignored it. They were focusing on killing all of my Dragonites and my Flaaffy, killing my Flaaffy Dragonites and my Frostlass. But they forgot, they totally ignored my Kyogre. So don't underestimate that Kyogre, just because it can actually collect the final knockout. You know, if they put their pesky VMAX on the bench and, you know, try to avoid the knockout that way. But it is 4 energy attack cost, so don't hope to use that more than once. The Amazing Surge. We have a bad hand again. A useless supporter card. I'm just gonna compress my deck, I suppose. Lightning or water? I'm just gonna get water. Okay. They are pretty slow as well, so nothing much to worry about yet. Okay, we got a supporter. Hooray. Okay, we can actually get a Dragonite. Oh, we can't actually discard it yet. There's no point getting a Dragonite then. Is there? We have 3 Dragonites, so might as well get Might as well draw out our Flaaffy first. I mean, Mary. No, what? No Flaaffy. Jeez. No Flaaffy. I forgot to check it. Are you kidding? We have 3 Flaaffies. Okay, anything can happen, guys. But if you have like two copies of a Pokemon in your deck, it's very likely that at least one is gonna show up in your deck. But the fact that we have no Flaaffies, even when we have 3 of those cards, is like very shocking. So should we use our Crobat now? Since we have 2, let's just discard that Citrus Berry. They can attach another Citrus though, but it's not gonna do much just because Dragon Gale can knock it out with 1 hit unless they put a Cape of Toughness. Cape of Toughness actually doesn't do anything as well. 250 is enough to knock it out. So a full Lightning deck with Pikachu VMAX and Tapu Koko. This is the Espeon effect, by the way, the Espeon VMAX effect. Does 40 more damage for each energy card attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. 3 energy costs as well. Flaaffy is a big game changer, by the way. It helps a lot with all of your amazing rare cards. What are we gonna do? We have too many energy cards in the discard pile. Let's just do that one. Let's search if we have a Crobat. Okay, we have a Crobat. We're not gonna hog our bench anymore. So I'm just gonna fish out a Frostlass. Okay, we got a Frostlass. Let's just do it now, just in case they boss order knock us. If they somehow kill our Snorunt before we get to use its ability, then at least we get to use it now first to prevent that. But they're probably gonna knock out our Dragonite first if they get to boss order. Let's just put another one. Should we? I'm torn. Let's just do it. Because we have Melanie, we have Water Energy card. But we can't we can't actually expect to, to keep our hand just because Marnie is a very common card. Okay, we got 2 Flaaffies. If you guys don't notice, in all my games, I take my prize cards in the same manner, which is quite ridiculous. I should probably switch it up a little, just in case, it gets sabotaged in some way. So if you play a Peonia is a very interesting card, by the way. Peonia allows you to put cards, it's like a Gladian. It allows you to put cards from your hand into your prize card, and then choose up to 3 prize cards and then replace them with your hand, with cards from your hand. Not sure what happened there, sorry guys. I tried to multitask by talking about Peonia while playing the game, but apparently they got annoyed and just conceded. But we got 2 Flaaffies. Maybe we have both Dragonite ready charged, ready to go. Maybe that's why they conceded. Probably because they're a bit too slow, and also they can't actually knock us out with 1 hit. Dragonite is 230 HP, but our bench Dragonite is damaged though, so they can actually boss order and knock out that Dragonite first, or maybe do something, I don't know. But the chances of them winning are a bit slim in that sense. So Sordid and Shieldbird, interesting. Noivern, let me guess, a Noivern. Just because it's a Psychic Dark energy card. Could be a Noivern. Lucky Energy. Ooh, Wobbuffet. Wow. Um, okay, this is very difficult. Oh my gosh, we need to discard way too many things. We got too many discarders. Okay, since we have two Marips in play, we're gonna discard our level ball for that Dragonite. I'm gonna discard one of my Frostlass just so I can draw more. There we go, supporter cards. Okay, Milo or Birdkeeper? Oh my gosh, Milo. Are you kidding me? No water energy card. I'm just gonna Marnie. Putting two supporter cards at the bottom is very bad. It's a very bad deal. Okay, at least we got Melanie without water energy cards in the discard pile though. I'm not sure why, but those discarders doesn't want to show up with my water energy. My Aurora, my Quick Balls, my Alistair, they hate. They're allergic to water energy cards. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. Maybe get another... No, I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to have too many Flaaffies. So we can actually... we are charged up and ready to go for our first Dragonite the next turn, but we actually need our switch card, otherwise we can't attack. They are playing a quite... I think it's a Cramoran V Max, but it's quite a weird formation because they have Psychic and Dark energy cards, and they are playing this card as well. I don't know, it could be a random, it just, you know, it could just be a random deck. Big catch. We got nothing. No more Viridian Forest, by the way. So Viridian Forest would help with the discard as well, but Viridian Forest is no more standard, so Fog Crystal. Crystal Ball. So the crystal lets you predict any, forecast any psychic Pokemons on the top of your deck. No, not really. Actually, you get to draw it. Search your deck and draw it into your hand. But it's a psychic is a, you know, it's a, what do you call that? A supernatural card. You know, Fog Crystal is a crystal ball. That means it's a fairy type, it's a ghost type, which is paranormal. Fairy is what do you call that? Mystical, mythical, and you have your psychic type, which is, you know, what do you call that? Super normal, as paranormal as well, supernatural, and what do you call it? ESP, you know, extra sensory, and you can't actually explain it with physical terms. You can't. It's inexplicable, in a sense. So Crystal Ball actually works for all the psychic representations. The purple card representation, fairy, psychic, and ghost. Fog Crystal. Peonia. Oh, right. As I was talking about Peonia, you actually get to choose the position of which card you get to place back into the prize and which card you get to take from the prize, obviously, but you don't get to see which card, you know, it's obviously face down. You don't get to see it before you draw it, but after you put it into your prize card, you would know which position, which card would be on which position after using your first Peonia. But only the first three though, up to the first three. So what supporter cards? We don't have anything, so we actually get to have that one at least. I should have gotten a Snorunt. Oopsie. This is super bad. I'm just gonna shuffle the deck, put something. We have no Crobat. Already played a Crobat, so I'm just gonna put that. Save my Flaaffy, I suppose. That's why I hate Marnie, because Marnie always destroys you. I'm not sure how long it's been going. 50 minutes. So about 1 or 2 more games. Okay, they are playing a variety, a very wide selection. We still don't get to retreat. Oh god. I'm just gonna charge it very slowly then. Whatever. Wait for them to Marnie us or do something. They're probably gonna boss order us and attack first. Maybe even kill our Flaaffy or Crobat. This is way too slow. We should have used a Milo or our... But we can't discard too many things. So we should have used our Bird Keeper just now. Never use a Marnie to start with, you know, unless you have to, because Marnie is only good at the... If you play it at the middle stage of the game, when everything is perfectly set up, when you don't actually need that support card anymore, then use your Marnie. Because Marnie is destructive. When you have very few cards in your deck, then it's safer to use that Marnie. But it really depends on which deck you're playing. It depends on everything. So I'm just gonna put my Dragonite. Just because I really want to attack the next turn. They can't actually knock us out yet, so Mew can't knock us out, I don't think. 150, not enough. So we got a Milo at last. We don't have energy cards in the discard pile, so Raihan and Melanie. Probably playing too many of those cards in this deck. Oh god. Now we get our switch card. Jesus. Well, at least we get to use our Flaaffy and our Melanie the next turn. So Flaaffy switch Melanie would be helpful. Dragonite over and over. They have no VMAX, so we don't need our Kyogre. Kyogre doesn't do anything actually, unless they play a few of those 1 price cards. So 1 price that doesn't evolve normally has 90 HP. 90 HP means you can't actually knock it out with your amazing Surge, even with the telescopic side, because it's obviously not a V card. Telescopic side only works for V or GXs. So I'm gonna put that one just because we have a switch. So let's use Dynamotor. Finally an Alistair. But we're gonna use Melanie because we can finally use a Melanie after the first knockout. We are gonna use that one. Should we play a Kyogre? Let's try. Just because we can, let's play a Kyogre. I may actually discard that Frostlass. Should we? We have no more energy. Oh, okay, then we can discard water. We have Melanie still. Let's hope one more Melanie. Okay, no more Raihan. So let's try and see. It's probably a bad idea, but I just want to give it a go. Okay, it's a bad idea, guys. It's just a bad idea because they are playing V cards. I'm not gonna do that. Call me a coward, but I'm just not. I'm just gonna play safe. Okay. So Mary is 70. From Evolving Skies is 70 HP. Oh, sorry, Chilling Rain. From Chilling Rain is 70 HP. So we don't have to worry about killing ourselves the next turn. We actually can't do that yet. Let's see. Escape Rope can't actually kill them yet. So Melanie again, I suppose. Oof, that hurts. I'm just gonna shred here. Should we shred? If we Dragon Gale, we just need that one last prize card. But if they actually evolve into a VMAX, it's gonna be bad for us. A Cramoran VMAX or a Garbodor. They could have anything, you know? We don't know. They have like such a wide variety of cards. Quailfish, Dark Psychic, and Normal type. Okay, Beak Catch. Okay, we won the game. Oh, not Beak Catch. Spit Shot. My bad. We just need to evolve the Flaaffy. Oh, we have a Flaaffy. There we go. So evolve the Flaaffy and we are good to save ourselves from an unnecessary knockout. And we can do it now. What just happened? Oh, Spirit Mask. Okay, one last game, guys. Let's hope Kyogre gets to shine. I really want Kyogre to shine here. We only have 2 copies of Kyogre as opposed to the 4 for Dragonite. Kyogre! Bianco. Metal type. So good thing about the new Dragon type is that Dragon has no weakness or resistance. If you're playing any VMAX card, they have weakness and resistance except for your Rayquaza and your Duraludon. So Duraludon single strike as well with the stellar ability that protects you from all special energy protects you from damage from all Pokemon with special energy cards attached to them. So if you have coating energy, heat energy, rapid strike energy, single strike energy, powerful energy, twin energy, the list goes on, capture energy, anything at all, lucky energy doesn't work against your Duraludon. So Duraludon is actually quite overpowered in that sense, but if you have a path to the peak, you can actually knock it out with within a single turn. If you well, you can't actually knock out a VMAX within a single turn unless you're playing like a high damage counter attacker. I don't think there is a way. I'm not sure. Do we have a Crobat? I talked too much and I forgot to check again. Okay, we have a Crobat. So I'm just gonna waste my level ball. I don't like to do that, but I suppose we have no choice. We should have searched with our energy search. Oh, that was stupid. Water or lightning? I'm gonna discard the lightning so that we get higher chance of getting our water energy card. And we actually get to attach with our Flaaffy as well. Which we have 2 copies in play. So let's hope we get a supporter. Did we play a supporter card? No, not yet. Okay, so now we have level ball again. Alistair. We We don't need to play Melanie, I suppose. Let's just discard that. Okay. Oh, we were planning on using our Kyogre. We have to kill that Bronzor. Kill the Bronzor! Okay, we have to kill the Bronzor. We may not be able to do it anymore. Oh no. Shit. Here comes the destroyer. Okay. Cheryl and we are dead. If they don't Cheryl fast enough though, they have a bloody Drizzile. Oh god. Level ball Drizzile. If we use our what's it called again? Kyogre, they're just gonna use their Cheryl to heal everything. They're gonna Metal Transfer to a basic Pokemon and then heal everything. Heal their Bronzong, heal their Corviknight VMAX, heal their Drizzile, heal everything. Except for their Zacian, of course. We actually need 3 hits of Amazing Surge to knock out a Crobat V, so there's no hope of using 3 Amazing Surge in a game. If you are playing a side Kyogre deck. So Kyogre is our side card, is not our main card. I don't think we can win this game. Very, very low chance. But not impossible. We just have to be extra careful. We got a level ball. Oh, we got a boss order. We need that switch though. We need a water energy and a switch. So we need Flaaffy, I suppose. No water energy in the discard pile. Alistair did his job. They haven't played their Drizzile yet because they're probably expecting us to Marnie them. So they can still play Drizzile on their next turn for a Cheryl. Which is expected, obviously. So I can't discard my boss order. But if they boss order us on their next turn, we are dead. I suppose that's our only boss order card. We only have 1 boss order in this deck. So we got it. We got that one and we can hit it, but it's not gonna do much for us. Okay. We're just gonna do it. Come on, do it. Abilities doesn't affect it. Lustrous Body. So kind of the same as oh no, it's very different. So Solar Revelation, Espeon VMAX, you prevent all effects of attacks, whereas with Lustrous Body is a Stealthy Hood effect. So you prevent all effects of abilities. All effects of your opponent's Pokemon's abilities done to this Pokemon. So Zigzagoon, Arctozolt, Flapple. What else is there? Galarian Weezing. So if you play a Weezing and then you play your Galarian Zigzagoon, I'm not sure if it would work, you know? That's very interesting. If you play a Weezing, your opponent's if your Weezing is in the active spot, all of your opponent's Pokemon has no ability, but I'm not sure if that ability is negated by your Lustrous Body ability. So which ability works first? That's interesting. So maybe Lustrous Body protects them from Weezing, or maybe Neutralizing Gas actually deactivates the lustrous body. Whichever happens, I would be interested to find out. Okay, they play their research, so they have no. They're probably gonna switch to their bench because they have no. They didn't Cheryl on that turn. But they can attack now. They can attack now with their Zacian. Free retreat cost 0. Metal transfer. Whichever ability was on the field first deactivates the other. Was on the field first. Oh, on the field first. Oh, that's so interesting. So if you play your Weezing first before they evolve their Corviknight, then the neutralizing gas is gonna work first. I'm not sure if it's toxin or gas. Okay, I'm confused now. Oh well. But yeah, that's thank you for that, because thanks for the clarity, because that's very very important information as well. Okay, there's no hope of us winning anymore. We do have a research, but just seeing that Bronzong makes me a bit icky. I just feel very icky with any Bronzongs. If I'm playing a 2-hit KO strategy, they are metal type, but you know, metal type is crazy because you have your coating energy. No more Crobats. So we can actually kill it. But we don't have a switch card. Oh gosh. Do we have water in the discard pile? Probably. Oh, no water in the discard pile. Oof. I might just use a Raihan later. Let's just prepare that as well. Shady dealings or quick shooting? Shady dealings. With the Pokemon League badge. Inteleon is super strong. The Decidueye also super strong because it has the Deep Forest Camo ability. Cinderace has the Libero ability. And also Single Strike Cinderace is quite strong as well. I don't think I made a Single Strike Cinderace deck yet. I made one with the Lycanroc, but I haven't made a full Cinderace deck. I wanted to make a dual Cinderace, you know, the one with the Libero and the one with the Single Strike ability. But I saw on YouTube someone already did that, so I don't see any point. I don't see any point of repeating, you know, making a repeat video of someone else's content. Same thing for the Ludicolo deck. Ludicolo with Zacian. Very obvious pair. At first I wanted to do a Ludicolo with Zacian Rusted Sword. Obviously quite an obvious pair as well. Everyone thought of it, and if you saw on YouTube, everyone posted it. So I don't see the point of doing the same redundant deck. So that is why I made Ludicolo with my Stoutland V and my, what's it called, Togekiss V card. No, we are dying like crazy here. Okay, we are dead. At least we get to Raihan. No boss order as well. Okay, this is like super bad. Since we can't kill it, let's just show off our Kyogre. Just for kicks. Yay, we got a Kyogre. Looky, we got a Kyogre. Bye. Okay, I don't think we have any chance of winning a Corviknight VMAX because it is obviously a Cheryl combo and we actually are relying on 2-hit KO with our Dragon Gale. But it is very strong. Dragon Gale does 250 damage for only 3 energy costs, 2 water energy and 1 lightning. So we have our Frostlass, we have our Melanie to charge up for the water energy cost. For the lightning, we have 3 copies of Marip and Flaaffy. Dino Motor ability, very strong, but obviously you need to be on the bench to be able to charge your Dragonite with that extra lightning energy. And you need to have your energy cards in your discard pile to be able to use our Melanie, Frostlass, Frostover, and Flaaffy Dino Motor ability. So even Raihan, you need your energy cards in the discard pile. That is why we have our Zinnia, Milo. I'm repeating myself, but it's necessary to repeat these things. So we have our Quick Ball, we have our Raihan, Zinnia, Milo, and also Alistair. 3 copies of Alistair because this allows you to draw and then discard, and it allows you to discard up to 3. Whereas with Milo, Zinnia only discard 2, and you actually can't draw before you do the discard. So only 3 those. A lot of the support cards that we are playing in this deck, 3 Melanies, 1 Birdkeeper, and 3 Alistairs actually allows us only to draw 3 cards into our hand. Milo allows us to draw up to 4 only. If we discard 1, only 2 cards we get to draw. So we don't actually get to draw a lot. Zinnia obviously is very conditional. If they play only 2 cards only 1 card on their bench, then we actually draw only 1. Sorry, we actually draw only 2 cards with our Zinnia. So we may actually have way too many cards to discard, but as you saw earlier, you may actually get a Marnie and have no energy cards in pair with those discarders. So you actually need your discarders with those energy cards. That is why we have our basic we have our our energy search to get out our basic Pokemon. Sorry, our basic energy cards, only 1 energy search. We have no Sonias in this deck. Sonia is a supporter card, but we don't actually want to be playing Sonia because we actually need to discard. We have no Chinchino, so that means we actually need to discard with our supporter card. So Sonia, if we use Sonia for a energy card, you can't discard it unless with Aurora Energy or with your Quick Ball. So we only have 4 of each Aurora and Quick Ball in this deck. Only 8 copies out of the 60. So it's not a lot of chance that you may get those with your Sonia, which means and Sonia is just not a good card as well because it's a supporter card, as I say, and it doesn't allow you to get your basic Pokemon in pair with your basic energy cards. That means you can't actually use it for your Crobat or your Kricketune or anything like that, or your Eldegoss V in pair with your basic energy cards. So we are also playing 1 boss order, and Raihan is basically there for our Kyogre. As you saw earlier, we didn't get to play this card because it is a very temperamental card. You need to have a very specific condition in the game to be able. It's a very situational card, which means if your opponent has those VMAXs and enough 1 price cards on their bench for you to collect those extra price cards with your Amazing Surge, with only 1 Amazing Surge hit, if you can do it, then play your Kyogre then. So Kyogre is only good after you hit your first Dragon Gale on a VMAX Pokemon, and if after you play your Kyogre, you saw a few of your opponent's bench Pokemon having 80 HP or less, then you can play your Amazing Surge to knock out more than 1 VMAX with a single hit. With a single hit, you can knock out a VMAX plus a few other Pokemons on their bench, is what I'm trying to say. So we also are playing our Stormy Mountain. So Stormy Mountain allows you to get out a basic Dragon or a Lightning energy card, Lightning Pokemon onto your bench. We also are playing 2 Level Balls to get out our Evolution cards as well. Our Evolution cards are all of our evolution cards are 90 HP or less. That means we actually get to play our rescue carrier to get them out as well if they are discarded in some way, or if we run out of them if they use a Rapid Strike Urshifu. But we are not having any carriers in this deck because we actually don't have space anymore. We are playing 5 of these evolution cards to get out our basic energy from the discard pile to attach to our Dragonite V, so we don't actually need any more rescue carriers or any Zoroark to revive them as well. So I suppose that's all for this deck. We have those switch cards as well. We have 2 switch, 1 escape rope, and 1 bird keeper. That means it's a total of 4 switch cards because we actually need to switch if we have a Flaaffy, because we need our Dragonite to be on the bench to be able to attach that extra lightning energy card. That means if we have a Dragonite in the active spot, we actually need to bring out a fresh new Dragonite just to attach that extra lightning energy, and then Melanie, and then attach another water energy from our hand, and then Bird Keeper. So we can't actually use Bird Keeper with our Melanie, so we need to find a switch with our Crobat or something like that. So Melanie, Flaaffy, water energy from the hand, then switch to your Dragonite to attack Dragon Gale within a single turn is the ideal way of using your Dragon Gale. But obviously we have not that many item switch cards in this deck. So, but the reason we don't have that many is because we want to be different by playing this Kyogre, which actually didn't actually show up at all throughout the entire video. But sorry about that. Hopefully the next time it showed up somehow, if I plan on reviewing this deck later on in future or something. So that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're signing up soon. Just for the next deck, I hope to make a Medicham V as well, another Medicham V deck. So I'm planning on making a Cursula V. Not quite powerful, but hopefully it works. So Cursula V with the Old Cemetery and all of those damage counters with Arctozolt and Medicham V. So I don't want to give it off too much. No spoilers, but I suppose that's a huge spoiler right there anyways. But Medicham V, I'm going to review that deck. I'm going to try to make another Medicham deck and try to make it work this time, because the last one actually didn't work. We actually didn't get to make it shine. The only card that's shown was Ice Rider and Inteleon, which was a very, very meta base deck, which I don't like, but we actually tried to make this card work the last time. Didn't happen. For this time, we tried to make Dragonite work with our Kyogre. Didn't happen either. We didn't get to record the one that happened. It happened once for me in a game that I played earlier, but I didn't record it. I didn't have it streamed. So, it does work, but, it doesn't work that often. So that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one, and have a nice day. Bye, guys!